All right. This is the Mandalorian. If I can get this light to work a little bit better in my favor. Move my head like an owl. These are the things you do when you're a little sleep deprived. But anyway, so Mandalorian, first season, episode 4, Sanctuary. A few things I have to get off my just to get out before they eat me alive almost. So I mentioned before I like history, so just a few things that I kind of picked out, but not necessarily. This isn't necessarily a historical piece, by any means. But so his ship, the Mandalorian ship, I knew the front and the nose kind of looked familiar. So I googled it, and two military helicopters. One was I wrote it down. I'm looking at it right now. It's the HU-34D and the H-19. It could have been either or. Inspiration for that ship could have came from either one of those. I feel like the nose is very similar, and of course the turbine engines are probably just from some jet plane. I don't know. Nothing specific there, I don't think. Now, I'll get to the overview in a minute. Trust me. So, we're introduced to the head bad guy for this. The head bad guy for this particular episode is holding a very particular shotgun, and I looked at it. I said, "Oh, I know what that is. That's a 1897 Winchester." And then I googled it, and I'm like, "Ah, damn, it's an 1887, or is yeah, it's 1887. I think I can remember that much." And the reason I know that is because I saw it first in the movie Terminator 2. It's a lever action shotgun. It's pretty recognizable. Anyway, now back to regularly scheduled programming. Can't believe I just said that, but it felt good. So in this episode, the Mandalorian, the little baby Yoda's basically won over his heart at this point. He felt uber guilty, so he saved it, and now he's on the run. One thing is, okay, first and foremost, let me get this out. So I know I got all my little speculations of where influence came from for his ship and the shotgun, but I think my biggest problem with this series so far is the length of these episodes. It's such good. It's so good. I love watching it so much, but you only give me like 34 minutes of viewing time. I'm like, oh, I'm like, I guess I feel like that's done by design to make me come back and watch another episode. I mean, I wish they were longer. I wish the season had more episodes but I don't think they could afford it. I mean, these things must have outrageous production cost. I mean, look at me talking like I know the business or something. No, it's so enjoyable to watch it. I mean, they get the settings. The settings themselves are so enjoyable to watch. And there's a little treat at the end of each episode. There's like, I don't know if they're watercolors or if they're drawings or something. Or there's stills of particular moments or events that happen in the episode that play while the credits are going, which just adds to the I don't know. I don't even know how to say it. Dare I say the pumps up the coat, not feeling the coat. Oh yeah, gives more strength to the background of the coat culture around surrounding this particular franchise. Finally spit that one out. So anyway, he finds the Mandalorian finds a planet that's primarily agricultural, thinking he'll be safe, and then he runs into some weird stuff, some equipment that shouldn't be there, basically, and he has to go up against it because, again, they're pulling heavily from westerns. Stranger wanders into town, town's in trouble, so they wind up contracting him with what little money they could, or favors or bartering that they could, little money they could scrap up, and bartering and promising to do this and promise to do that. There's a damsel in distress, but thankfully this is a I don't know why I said thankfully, but good thing this is a Disney movie, so there's no banging going on. You know what I mean? But that's basically the story. Um, but he runs into uh, a former mixed martial artist. She's had a decent Hollywood career, though. I mean, I think she's played in like some Fast and the Furious movies, if I'm not mistaken. No, she probably played in my favorite Fast and the Furious. But that's a topic for another time. For another time, I should correction another time. I keep calling her Misha Tate, but then I googled her and it's like that's not her name. Her name's Gina. Um, I don't think she's had any fights in. Ooh, I mean, close to. It's been double digits as far as the years are concerned. She hasn't had a fight in that long, but I looked up. I guess first fight that pops up when I look her name up on YouTube is her fighting Cyborg, and I'm like, whoa, because of course I watched it. Now the girl can fight. She did lose the fight that I watched, but the girl can fight because Cyborg was way stronger than her, so she was able just to throw her around the ring. But every time they fell, she would land in either side mount or full mount. So her ground game is there. And she got out of two submission attempts. It's like a heel hook or something, some type of something like that. I didn't get that advanced, so I don't can't call that. But I definitely know that was a Americana or like yeah, Americana. Just like you kind of like snapped that elbow. You know what I mean? She got out of that, so her ground game is there. But you know, of course, I think this is early on in mixed martial arts. It wasn't even UFC. Not to say that UFC is the standard when it comes to mixed martial arts. It's just they put themselves in a position to where everybody assumes mixed martial arts is UFC and UFC is mixed martial arts, even though there's multiple companies doing that and there's backyard brawlers even taking advantage of mixed martial arts. But anyway, oh my god, how was that? Fireworks? Hopefully it was fireworks. It's definitely fireworks. Um, where was I going with that thought? I was just rambling on, I think. Oh, I was talking about the young lady Gina. So she comes in and, you know, hey, they have a fight scene, which is pretty good. And of course it involves, wouldn't you know, some grappling, which is like, wow, it's pretty good. And I was just blown away by the choreograph, how these fight scenes are choreographed. I'm trying to slow down my words and really make this make sense. But great fight scene. And of course, oh, I have to give him hell for this. Now I have to voice my grief. This is a B movie, right? That this is a classic like '90s, '80s B movie where they even put in a montage of them training people with no fighting skills how to fight in a military structure. You know what I mean? Holding the line and things of that nature. They did that, and I'm like, oh god. I just I spent a lot of time as a kid watching these movies that would play on the weekends, and they would play on the weekends on regular TV, and I can I almost know I'm betting in the back of my hand, almost. um, it's cheesy. It's not necessarily bad, but it's cheesy. But like I said, the settings and the effects are so good. I feel like it makes up for it. The acting, it's not there, not there. It's pretty bad. It's not there. But like I said, I think the one thing that this series has going for it is the fact that it's Star Wars. It's leaning on that heavily. Like it's surrounded by this magnificent world or worlds that have been created, since the 70s, and it's doing a great job. I like the series. I'm not gonna knock it for that, but I don't know why I'm being so overly critical. Well, I think I already explained it. The episodes are too short for me. So far, they're too short, but I feel like it's done by design in order to reel the audience in to continue watching. So, till the next episode.